At Chase Field, set for the bottom of the second inning. A great day to be a Diamondback. Ender Inciarte back, of course, with the Diamondbacks off the DL. Jon Watson is here with us, and Dansby Swanson. You got it done.
Yes, we did.
Everybody can breathe that big sigh of relief.
You know, I'm excited for Derek Ladnier and our scouts. He did a tremendous job of going out and identifying the best guy that fit our organization and where we're trying to take this thing. So it was really fun and excited to get him signed.
Diamondback fans, myself included, I'm on Twitter. I'm watching the clock. Okay, nothing. It's 1:56. Nothing. It's 1:57. Nothing. How late did it really get?
You know, we've been talking again from the draft all the way through the College World Series, and then once it ended, this thing worked its way all the way down to the last, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes when we actually had agreed, and there were some other, I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed, but it was good dialogue and conversation the entire way.
What is the kid like? We've seen the player, we've seen the stats and all that stuff. What's he like as a young man?
You know, he's a great kid, tremendous work ethic, team leader, really cares about his teammates and very passionate about it. I just love his moral character and what I think he'll bring to the organization and how he'll come in and compete here, and he just plays the game the right way.
Now, a lot of fans, Jon, want to know what happens next. How does this work?
Well, he gets in on Sunday. He'll have his physical Sunday. He'll meet with the media on Monday, and we'll have him on the field on Tuesday. We'll start getting him prepared to get ready to go out and play. We'll get to maybe 1 or 2 sim games for him in Arizona, and then hopefully get him out to Visalia, and he's off and running. Oh,
wow. Okay, so he goes out to the Rawhide. Did you get nervous at all?
Not really, because again, we've been talking about this thing for quite some time internally with Tony and Stu, myself, Derek Hall, Derek to Ken. So the conversations have been consistent as we were getting closer and closer to the signing deadline. And so we felt comfortable about where we were. We knew we had made a very competitive offer. We saw how the market was shaping up, and again, we felt like we were on the forefront of this thing, and what we proposed to the kid, we felt like it was going to be really difficult for him to turn it down.
And at the tail end of the process, I assume he was working with an agent or some kind of a representative.
Yeah.
How much did you actually talk to Dansby personally throughout the process?
Myself, I talked to Dansby twice. I talked to the representative quite a bit.
That's Casey Close's group, right?
Casey Close's group, correct. And then actually Tony went and had a little breakfast with him a couple of days ago. Again, as we're getting closer and closer to hopefully closing this thing out, we just want to make sure we were really comfortable with the young man and what we're, again, bringing into our organization, into our home, and make him a part of this family.
Who paid for breakfast?
I'm going to say Tony did.
This time.
Yeah, exactly right. He'll be picking it up next time.
It seems to Jon, every player in the big leagues started out at some point or played at some point shortstop. I know you guys have been pretty consistent. He goes into the system as a shortstop.
Correct.
Is it just kind of a, well, let's see where it takes us kind of a thing, or is he locked into shortstop? Well, the base hit for Chris Owens.
Well, right now, he's coming into the organization as shortstop, and the year before he played second base on the Team USA. So we know he can play on both sides of the bag. And it really, we'll make that decision as he gets close to the big leagues on where we feel like he's going to best suit us and help its organization. But right now, he's an everyday shortstop.
The draft seemed like it went extremely well. Very pitching heavy, collegiate pitchers.
Correct.
A lot of those guys are already playing now, right?
That is correct. System? Yeah, I mean, Derek, and again, the scouting staff, they did a tremendous job. They kind of knew what we were setting out to do, what we were looking for as far as, guys that are close to the big leagues, that can possibly impact a big league club in 16 or in 17. And so, again, with the mindset of being aggressive, and, we were into size and leverage. We looked for some power arms, and we looked for, position players that could actually come up here and compete. And, position players are so hard to find, and we were really fortunate to get Dansby. And, again, you're looking at the country. Then you go down into the pitching that we got with Alex Young. You look at Clark, who I saw up in Hillsborough, touching 97, pitching comfortably at 93, 94.
That'll work.
Oh, my goodness, downhill playing. So we're excited about some of these guys that are here.
And it seems the one common theme with all the kids is they all come from winning programs. We always hear that cliche, this guy knows how to win. But it seems like you got a lot of those guys.
Again, we're looking for those players that we felt like could come in and help us move this thing forward as quickly as we possibly could. Again, with Tony's leadership and Dave's, leadership as well, we sat down and collaborated on how we want to go about attacking the amateur draft, and we feel like we went after the players we felt like would fit here and fit here quickly.
There goes Chris Owens into second with a stolen base. Number 12 for CO. about the infield picture? Middle infield getting a little crowded. You've got Drury, you had Swanson to the fold now. You got Goslin from Atlanta and the Tukey deal.
Yes.
There's a lot of possibilities here.
There are, and let's not forget Reheimer, who we also picked up from Seattle. So there's some good-looking middle infielders, and competition is great for this game, and it's great for the players that are playing the game. So again, you talk about the next man up. Well, these guys will be fighting and pushing each other. We want to run a really competitive product out here on the field. We're athletic, we're young, and these guys are going to push each other. So we're excited again about what we're building.
Now Owens at second, 2-0 count on Nick Ahmed with 1 out. Talking with Jon Watson. Here's a bounce to Crawford short. Owens moves up to third, 2 down. And here's the pitcher, Robbie Ray. How about Robbie Ray? I mean, this guy had a great minor league pedigree. The consensus in Detroit seemed to be he was maybe not quite ready for a major league stint last year with the Tigers, but he sure looks ready this year with the Diamondbacks.
Again, our scouting staff, they had this guy right. Mike Russell, who came over from Detroit, had a little history with the guy. Our guys had seen him internally, and we felt like he was definitely going to, was on the upswing for us. And just a matter of getting comfortable with his delivery and tightening up that secondary pitch, that breaking ball.
Fly ball to left. Matt throws under it. Well, Jon, congratulations on getting it done. We're excited to see Dansby Swanson. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, TJ.
Appreciate it.